Alrighty, this video is about how to play Tarocchi. It's an Italian trick-taking game, and I plan on making a video about the history of playing cards in general, but I want to take the time to talk about the kind of cards you will use for this game, which are tarot cards. That's right. Now, you're probably thinking most of you only know tarot cards for fortune telling. And in most English-speaking countries, that's true. You only go see tarot cards for, reading the cards, or as they say, or fortune telling. I don't know anything about that. I don't believe in that. But tarot cards were invented for the purpose of playing card games, and playing cards themselves entered Europe in about the 14th century. And about in the 1430 to 1450, in northern Italy, tarot cards were invented. And the difference between tarot cards, now if you've seen my video on how to play brisca, these look a lot like Spanish cards. You have, clubs, coins, swords, and cups. Cups and swords have the same name, but they call the clubs wands and pentacles for the coins. This set is actually from Switzerland, where they play the game as well, so you go see a little bit of difference from region to region, different names and looks. These are based off Italian, so that's why they have the suits they do. Now, French tarot cards, which in France, that's where the name tarot came from for the cards, which is a name of a game. Like you would say Uno cards, or Phase 10 cards. You would say tarot cards, because these cards are meant to play the game of tarot. Now, let's look at these. So what you're going to have is a set of cards, tarot cards. And the thing about buying tarot cards, I will have a few links where you can buy ones meant for playing, because there's 3 different types of tarot cards. There are traditional tarot cards for games, and then occult tarot cards, which are more decorative. They may have more mystical pictures and whatnot on it, and therefore, fortune telling. Then there's a hybrid reproduction, like this set here, which is just made to basically look like old tarot cards, but they're still kind of like a hybrid in between. So you will have in a set of tarot cards. Now, we won't be using all these to play Tarocchi, but I just want to show you what you have. You have here in the cups, like the other suits, you have 1 through all the way to 10. And then you also have 4 face cards. The page. Then you have the knight, and queen, and king. And this is in order 1 through 10, and then page being low to knight, king high. And it's all the same for the other suits, the clubs, the coins, and the swords. They are all like this. Now, while I get the other cards ready, so like I said, tarot cards were played in the early 1400s. And the purpose was to play games. Now, fortune telling or reading cards didn't come to be until about much later, about almost 400 years later. Now, what makes tarot cards special is there's trump cards like these, and right here we have one called the Fool. Now, the Fool, as you might already guess, is what we have today in modern playing cards as the Joker. So he has special rules in the games, and in most games he's considered the highest trump card. Let's take a look at some other ones. You have the World, Judgment, and these are all numbered. I'm starting high to low. So right here you have the Sun and Moon and so forth, the Tower, and the Devil. So, a lot of people see this and they think, oh, occult. But really, keep in mind, think about at that time. Not a lot of people knew how to read, and the only way you could talk about something or whatnot is pictures, what they symbolize. And they say, oh, well, this is very, demonic and whatnot. And, well, the devil is, I don't know. I'm not Christian, and I don't believe in New Age mythicism, so I really can't speak about either one. But it's like, you have things like here, Judgment. Obviously, that's a very, Christian tone. But they're just meant to, you got Death there too. The Hanged Man. So they all represent something. They all represent something that's, important. I mean, everybody dies, that's for sure. The Hanged Man. These are Italian cards, so he's hanging by his feet. And that's what they did to traitors at that time. Mussolini was hanged by his feet. So, and these cards are basically meant as trump cards, like I said. The game was originally called, I'm not sure that, I won't attempt to pronounce it, but it's Italian for triumph. And that's how we got the term trump from. So, for trump cards. They changed the name to tarot cards because there was another game at the time that was making it big at the time, also had the same name. Unrelated, if I recall. So, basically, keep that in mind. Tarot cards are meant to play games, not worship the devil or fortune telling. So, I'm going to set up and show you how to play Tarocchi. And you will need a set of Italian tarot cards. You will have to take some cards out of it. I'll explain what when I come back. And this will probably be a 2-part video. I'm going pretty long right now. But there are French decks as well, which look like modern day playing cards. Instead of cups and swords, it will be spades, clubs, hearts, and diamonds. And you can play this Tarocchi with those cards too. But I'm going to show you how to do it with Italian tarot cards. Alright, well, we'll be back in a little bit, and I'll explain how to play Tarocchi.